What is up, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of my favorite beers in all of existence from Sierra Nevada. You know this one. Everybody talks about it every year. It's dropped once a year. It's the Celebration Fresh Hop IPA, literally critically acclaimed, awesome beer. Everybody knows it. It's been around for decades and decades. We look for it every single year for insane value, great availability across the whole country, and it's no different. I'm going to review this one for you. I don't know why, because I've done it so many times, but I always look for, is it still awesome, even in 2024 terms. I think the last time I did review this, though, was 2022, maybe? I don't remember reviewing it last year. I could be wrong. But I just don't think I got my hands on it last year. So super excited to try this one with you as always. And canned on date was 10/17/24. Today is the 6th of November. Yeah. Yep, it is, and we're still pretty darn fresh, and I really like that coming from Sierra Nevada. And I'm even able to get it this fresh in northern Michigan. I always really appreciate that. So let's get it in, guys. I'm not going to go into too much detail about the rest of the info. You know this one. Is it still great in today's terms? Let's go to it. Not reviewing outdoors anymore. It's too darn cold, and it's dark at like 4:30, 5 o'clock. So you see this beautiful dark copper amber beer. It looks fantastic. There's great carbonation streaming to the top. Off-white, almost beige-ish head. Can't even say it. Beige-ish. You say that. That's kind of hard to say. So anyways, good carbonation. A little bit of haze to it. It's not perfect clarity here by any means. You guys can see what I'm seeing. Looks really sexy. That's sexy beer alert, man. Good waves of carbonation in this thing. Great head retention. Let's go to an aroma. Sticky pine honey oil. Tangerine, clementine, touch of grapefruit. Smells super fresh still, just young on the nose. That, again, fresh hop really showing kind of these piney oils, fresh grass clippings. And again, that honey malt bill, slight caramel sweetness on the nose. Maybe even a kiss of like peach in there still too. So it smells really good. There's this slight juicy factor, but it's really this maltier caramel sweetness, a little bit of floral piney bitterness kind of that enters your nostrils. It smells just as I remember. I feel like I can't be too unhappy with this aroma. I feel like it's still good, and it smells young and fresh. A little bit of graininess underneath everything. I don't know, guys. It smells good. 6.8%, the usual fresh hop Celebration Ale. Cheers to you all. Let's go for it. A lot of bitterness. Wow. That is a lot of bitterness compared to what I remember just from, I don't even know what, but it's tamed back. It's definitely a maltier beer, but I feel like there is a lot of bitterness on this beer, almost more than I remember. I'm not sure if that's an accurate statement, because I don't think they would change any kind of recipe here, but I feel like it has less fruit, and it's really pithy and dry, West Coasty. I understand that's what this is. But this one definitely comes off a little bit more bitter, a lot of floral, a lot of pith. And I think it does have those qualities typically, but to me it seems more sharp than I remember. Dry resinous pine, super piney, grass clippings, a little bit of floral, just dryness, just really hanging on the palate. Again, going into that wavering bitterness that just hangs on as well. Malty, but not like overly ridiculously malty, like not super old school malt, even though I feel like this is just an old school recipe. It is so reminiscent of the old school, but West Coast, again, just really kind of dry, hoppy, and piney on the back end. I feel like I'm not getting as many fruits as I remember. I don't know. I feel like there was more pop of citrus. Like I do get this like clementine pithiness. I do get a touch of grapefruit, really dry peach skin. But I mean, if anything, this pop of citrus just isn't as prominent as I kind of remember in other years. I don't know if that's just me. Maybe my taste buds are off, but it just seems drier and pineier and more bitter than recent memory, which I don't have recent memory, I suppose, would allow me to believe. It just seems like this is a lot drier and pineier. That being said, I love West Coast beers. That's what this is at the end of the day. Super dry, super piney, super hoppy. Just a constant malt that just hangs on. It feels grainier, though. Maybe just not as caramel sweetness, maybe, as I, again, maybe once remembered. It feels just grainier. And just a little bit more hoppy and punchy. So is this beer good? Absolutely it is, but I just feel like I may have liked it better in 2022. I don't know why that is. Again, if you love West Coast beers, this is certainly that. It just feels super hoppy and just lacks a little bit of citrus to kind of round everything out rather than just being a hot bomb. Floral, grainy, malty, and dry and bitter. That's what this beer is, guys, and that's where I'm going to leave it. It's still really good, but I would prefer a little bit more fruit on this guy. So, rating. Is it good in 2024? Absolutely. Maybe a little bit of grapefruit right there. Yeah. 3.9 out of 5. That's where I stand with this one, guys. It's the 2024 Celebration Fresh Hop IPA from Sierra Nevada. Thank you so much for being here. Until next time, cheers, prost, yamas, yeah.